Are you a coder who gets rejected based on no practical experience or because others have a strong LinkedIn personal brand and you don't? Your coaching institute will hate me for doing this, but I welcome you to Code to Career 30 days challenge where I have chosen these 5 total strangers out of my LinkedIn contacts and have taken up the challenge to help them go from jobless or underpaid to well paid job, that too without additional degrees and certifications in the next 30 days. If you are a coder and wants to get a well paid job, this is your golden chance to experience real project implementation from scratch that gets you a well paid job and builds your LinkedIn personal brand and also resume for absolutely free. So why just watch? Get into our WhatsApp community to experience this. Link is in the description. Now let's get started. Yes, Princey.
No, sir, I don't have anything to say right now.
Okay. 16th is the last day. You know that, right? Technically, we have to conclude.
Yeah.
And the 16th day will not, I mean, the day 16th, Friday, the things that we discuss will be beyond coding. Like once the coding is done, what next kind of things? So will
Okay.
you be able to cope up by that time?
Uh, Sir, I have been going through the Priyanka's code. I got the code and I'm going through it. Yeah.
Mhm.
That's the update about code.
Yes, that is fine. But how are you consolidating your ideas and making something of your own? Because the process is laid in front of you, right?
Yeah.
The way that you narrate the story, you build up that characters, you do that.
Yes.
On
And
a
so,
day, how much time do you get to work on these things? Saying that I'm my daughter is taken care, household things are taken care, then how much time do you feel you get?
so honestly, for the past 1 week, I have not been getting much time because 1 week until 1 week ago, my husband was working at home and he was there, and now he is here because of his work schedule and all. He has to go to office
Mm,
every day, and he is spending like on it's a 1.5 hour drive from here. So
mm,
he goes early in the morning and he reaches at night,
mm,
and in between I have to tackle a lot of things. And I already told uh, I've been working with another the community. So, and also I have the because it's already committed work, and I have been doing that for the past 2 years. So, and uh, to be honest, I am exhausted with all the work, household work and all. So,
yeah,
but
household work, her work is mandatory for ladies. That's why to tell you,
Mhm.
I have a podcast called as Women in Embedded. And I feel that Women in Embedded podcast is my tribute to women who, despite their busy life, I mean, they go beyond and they do something in a tricky area like embedded. We all know that in an IT, it is already IT is a job which is tough
yes,
in nature.
we can glorify women and we can give them a crown like that, sir. But
Yes,
we
all
have
those
to
stories are
break
like
our
that.
hands
All
and
this,
legs to get that done. It's not a what to say. It's not a really not no. The real picture is not that
yes, they
glorifying
struggle.
thing.
I have many stories that people have said that my father was not ready to let me stay beyond 7 p.m., but my project demands. And embedded project, many IT itself demands. We know about embedded. it will demand more sometimes. And my concern is also that I have seen a lot of young women from college itself. They are saying that, oh, I don't want to get into core. I want to get into IT. The women are already underrepresented in IT and in embedded much more. In fact, I struggle a lot to get people for my podcast. ढूंढना पड़ता है कहाँ पे है कहाँ पे. So much mud and I get little bit of gold. And yes, but after
But
going through this thing,
I've
their
been
stories
trying.
are so inspiring. Huh?
I have been trying really hard, and because I told you there was a sudden plan, and I don't know when suddenly one day I had to do all of things, and the other work. I have been out of the track actually. So but I am slowly coming back. But by the time the challenge will be over.
See, you can be late for some things, but it can't be later. Because being late is fine sometimes, but being later, thinking that it can be later, life may not give that chance. So maybe you need to understand how to delegate, prioritize something, and also learn how to maybe say no for something that you know that the return on investment isn't anything.
Yeah, I have been understanding it, sir. But you know, the community involves a lot of women and who are like very much older than me, like 40 plus, and and I recall one of the points you said when I knew I am among the women in the community. Are you belittling us because we are nurses like that? They just.
Okay. So I'd like to share, and we'll go to one the regular stuff. Today I learned from my mentor because I have a lot of mentors actually. He told and he told in from the perspective of salary or personal growth. He went and he told me to go to 5 people around me because quantification is easy with respect to salary, right? Imagine that you want to have this much amount of salary or you are getting. Just go and ask people around you, what's your salary? They don't have to say the figure. They will say a range. You take the mid of it. 5 people, average it. Most of the time, that will be your salary. So you are unknowingly average of 5 people around you. You need to change your company if you want to change. Company is not quote unquote company, but those 5 people. If somebody is staying stuck in a job, not getting job, that person is talking with only people who are his friends. Maybe I don't want to sugarcoat. Maybe Ajay is talking only with his friends who are still unemployed, trying to figure out a job. Nothing will come from them. At the max, what they will suggest, do that course, this course. Ajay will jump and purchase that course. At what cost? You ask in Ajay in privacy, maybe some similar answer will come. Musharraf ask him, similar answer will come. May not be same. My friend told that course I purchased. Was your friends are you go and ask an experienced person, he will say first kick off all the courses, write code. That's a reality. And that's why for many of you people, Priyanka is in an environment where there is coding day happening. 5 people around her are coding. For her, it is that average of 5 people that makes her to code. If you are in that company where average of 5 people that you are around you are with this ego clashes, this, that, and all of this, you will be stuck up in your life whole long in that thing. I'm not generalizing and I'm not saying specific, but it's a rule of the thing. So it's a decision that you have to take very strongly, analyzing what is the time losing and what is the time gain by doing something. You have a choice. Yeah. So Ajay, code is done.
I stuck up with. I'll share my screen.
Yeah, I need to give you permission. So today the call would be bit less time only because we want to look at the code, and I want to leave with that input why the handler function has to return some value so that the user who is willing to get output and the application is aware of the fact that the output is still not done. I have few more to give. How that handshake happens between the CLI infra and the application code so that more output can be queried or maybe sent. Typically, in our scenario, if you understand, it will not be sent. It always has to be somebody again trigger a command or do a request, and then the backend receives. I mean, the backend delivers, right? We are that model is very clear, making sense for everyone. In our case, there is no proactive things happening from the backend so that it remembers something and it will send complete output in a staggered manner. That can never happen. Why? Look at the use case. The use case is very clear that there is an actor outside of the CLI infra, and every time that actor is triggering the process command. That's why use cases are so important. And I want to show you one book.
So I have
Okay.
shared.
Yeah, you have shared
Second,
the.
sir.
See, this is a book. If you can get it, those were the days of my college life. I don't know, college life or something. I was only capable of affording Xerox copies. One was that the textbooks were pretty costly. I can't purchase. So I used to get the book, take from library or something, and get the Xerox done.
Sir,
Yeah.
what is the name of the author of the book which you have seen?
The title of this book is clear, the CRC card book. This will teach you so well. Let me show. I told you role play, right? And there is a full-blown example also here. I told you role play, right? See, can you see the title itself? CRC role play, living the system. You literally live the system. What it is telling, what it is doing. And you have images where people are doing that role plays. Where is that? And this is my favorite picture in this book. Can you see this? Aha moment. When you do a role play, right? Aha, this is how it has to work. When all these things are done, coding is nothing, man. Nowadays, you have ChatGPT. Coding is nothing. But this thing, you can't get outside. And my post today is all about that, right? No college is teaching this perspective from user. No institute can afford to teach this. Do you know why institutes can't afford to teach this? Anyone knows the reason?
They don't have experience in approaching the problem or project in this way.
Maybe, may not be. I'm talking about the sure reason because of which institutes cannot teach you this. They can't afford to teach you this, even though they know.
Because they mainly focus on coding rather than this kind of thing.
Maybe, still maybe, but I'm saying
Syllabus
sure
design.
shot. Yeah, Ajay.
Syllabus design. It is designed by someone for particular way. Educational system design. How their design
Maybe,
is different.
maybe. Now you are thinking, whatever we say, you will say maybe only. Finally, you will say one statement and we have to say, ha, ha, ha. But I'm not saying for the sake of saying. Since how many days are we talking about use case, use case, use case, use case? almost 2 weeks. Can an institute or a coaching center afford to invest 2 weeks on teaching only one thing? They have a timeline that this batch should go, next batch should come. For me, money matters. Because I have a business, I have a setup, big setup, right? It's their way of doing business. No wrong in it. So they can't afford to sit with everyone and ask and teach them. And all the reasons that you are saying, I'm saying no. I'm saying maybe. Maybe they don't know it. Maybe they don't want to teach it. But definitely this calls for a lot of time. In the first 2 sessions, you people were not able to even comprehend, like, what is this fellow talking use case? Right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Is it possible in an institute? No. He will just say, this is structure, this members pointed to structure like this, done. 2 programs I teach you, done. Structure chapter closed.
I think where they, if somebody is actually teaching this kind of stuff like a CRC card, sequential diagram, and all those things, maybe they mainly teach to the people who are in mid careers. They are in mid careers. They will teach in some that thing and for take a lot of money.
No, no. Oh, Musharraf is suggesting that I can teach mid-career people and I can make a lot of money.
No, no, sir. I'm not saying anything about you. I'm saying other people. Maybe
No,
they
I'm
help.
saying, no, this I learned in my second year of my getting into embedded systems and class diagram and all those things. Yeah, second year. Yeah, Ajay, let's quickly jump. Share it and we'll quickly jump. Musharraf, you have any code to share? Redoing the
Yes,
complete thing.
yeah, sir. I tried with multiple output. Still need to do some work, but I will show you.
If you want to work with me personally, where I guarantee to work with you until you secure a well paid job, book a one on one call with me. Link is in the description.
The overall thing after Ajay.
Yeah, yeah. Not with so many variables. बहुत सारे बाल बच्चे नहीं चाहिए मुझे. Okay?
Okay.
Not so many kittens. Only one dog, 2 puppies, 1 cat, 2 kittens. Yes, Ajay. Yeah, please explain. You are on mute.
Yeah, here I'm getting only this much of help text, this much, which I have highlighted, and rest of the things I won't be able to print now. So I stuck there itself. I'm solving that problem.
Okay, let us go to your
I'm
register
looking for
command.
that.
Let us go to your register command. Process command, register command.
This is a register command.
Okay, you are passing every member of the command structure per se as variables or parameters, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Previously, I tried directly with the copying memory elements. Instead of that, it is a good idea to like pass individual elements.
Yeah. So do you know what is the difference between passing one pointer to a structure versus these many parameters?
Sorry, sir, I didn't get your question.
Per register command function, you have passed
Yeah.
name, help string, function pointer, and expected number of parameters. All 4 have been sent as parameters to the function. Where in our
Yes.
case, it was in the initial one of the source code that I have sent, and I think even Priyanka's thing also, we were passing a pointer to the command structure, which we have populated earlier, right?
Yes.
So what do you think is the difference? Now you don't have instances of so many commands, right?
Yes, sir. Like I used to store everything in one time. After that, I need to invoke. Now we no need to use that instances.
But we need instances of multiple commands, right? Do you agree? I need to have an instance of help command. I need to have an instance of set, get, and all those things.
Yeah.
Which anyways you are doing it. See, which anyways you are doing it because of command list. You seem to be so much troubled. See, even though you are passing it as parameters, anyways you are creating an instance of that particular structure only and holding it. You go to your command list. Go to command list. You have that command list, right? Go there. Go to the top. Your variables are at the top, right? Yes. You already have a structure, right? You
Yes,
will
sir.
initialize them there only. Create an instance of the structure and pass that structure. Instead of making that register command individual piecemeal kind of copy because the parameters are being sent, you can directly send it. And the other way is, and the other reason that I wanted to say is, when you send so many parameters, right, it consumes stack. C depends on the variables being present on the stack, right?
Yes, sir. When the stack memory increases, the memory size of the code also increases.
Definitely stack will increase. That's what I'm saying. For small microcontrollers, this is not such a big problem in our code, but in general, you are using the stack. Rather, if you put it in a structure, the structure memory would have been allocated somewhere, but the stack, the runtime stack consumption would be very less because it just needs to now hold a pointer to the structure. Yeah. Okay, let's go into that command. See a register command. Okay, you done copy, piecemeal you copied and did it. Yeah. Command
Yes.
count plus plus. And is your command count, okay, it's a global variable, so it retains the value. For multiple invocations, it retains the value. Come down. Then the process command. Char star argv argc, write buffer. What is this? Can you elaborate?
Sorry, here like I inverted both. Like instead of RC, yeah, it is correct only. Number of arguments it will take. It will copy the into the whatever input is given. It will copy into input copy, and string token will be based on the spaces. It will be tokenized. After that. The command and the parameters will be separated. After that, if parameters and command matches, it will invoke the function.
If you want to work with me personally, where I guarantee to work with you until you secure a well paid job, book a one on one call with me. Link is in the description. What is that array of strings that you have created, argv, the individual pieces of the string that you want to tokenize using that space. So that's
Yes,
what I think you are
like
placing, right? You are tokenizing
argv
the whole
here
string that has been given, and in line number 65, you are
first command argv of 0 is
in line number 65, you are
tokenizing,
same
sir.
thing, right?
Tokenizing only I am using.
Correct. Yeah. In line number 65,
Yes,
what
sir.
you are doing is you are splitting the string by tokenizing using the separator as space, and each and everything you are putting it into argv, which is an array of cache strings, and incrementing the
Yes, sir.
argc. Okay. Then finally you go to line number 69, and there you are comparing argv of 0, command line of command is equal to 0. Argc minus 1 is not equal to, what is this check? Command express these many number of parameters.
This for
Okay.
yeah, if there any
Okay, got it.
parameters,
If the command is uh, there, but the argc minus 1,
first I'm checking value.
which argc? Line number 71. Can other people see the bug that I am seeing? Line number 71, because of line number 65, right? The argc would have already got incremented and it would have certain value beyond the string. Now the argc is not set, reset to 0, but he's saying argc minus 1. Do you see some issue there? Because it has to be the I which is important there. I is the command, right, in that array, but not argc. Because by this time his register command would have already done the work of populating the index of the array, which anyways he is doing it, command list, and he is getting it. Now here argc is what? So
I think
essentially looks like for that particular command, the argc would have incremented and would have stayed at the last parameter. Minus 1 would be giving the number of parameters, which is comparing with that particular ith instant. Maybe it is, I think it is correct. So command expects these parameters, so return failure. Else you are going to command list dot I command interpreter write buffer, size of write buffer, and input printf write buffer. Else you say command not found. Okay, you first check the number of parameters, and what are the two checks that we have? One is the number of parameters, and the other one is if the command is not present, directly bailing out saying that command not found. Any other check?
Command not registered, I think.
Yeah, which is command not found. Maybe the way he's saying is different, but it is command not found. Only one check, right? Because if you see in line number 70, already is ensuring that the command is found and he is coming it. So that if does not have anything. So what he's trying to do is he's looping all the things. Once he is exhausted with all the looping, when none of the things match, he's coming out of the for loop and he is directly printing it. He is not specifically saying that it's an else case.
Yes,
So any check missing here? Priyanka, any check missing here?
Yeah, so if command count is 5, but he has registered only 3 commands.
Hmm.
So the loop will go for 2 extra, uh, run for 2 extra time. You should check if there is actually command or not.
Here itself I'm checking command.
No, you are checking if the comparing it is that comparison. If the entered command is equal to the command which you have in structure. But let us suppose you are registering only 3 commands and you have total 5 commands maximum. Then you have to check if actually there are 5 commands. Then you will run those 5 counts.
No, but that
That
count.
loop should go for 5.
No, but that command count would have been 3 only, right? Because he is incrementing only after registration. In line number 69, I less than command count would be only 3 because command count would have got incremented only after registration. You register a command, you increment command count.
Then
Maybe
only,
there are
yeah.
empty slots, but the command count would have been 3 only. So the loop will end.
It is not a, is it a macro or something or a global variable?
Command
From where it
count
is
is a
getting
global variable.
incremented? Global variable which is getting incremented from register command.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, then it is fine.
Register command only.
Yeah,
Yeah, then it is fine. I think that is enough. Then checking is correct.
Yeah. So you are returning status. Now in the process command, you are returning status to whom and for what is now the question to be answered, which was the pending thing even in Priyanka's case and now even in your case also. Right?
Yes, and as of now, I thought to return status. Like before that, I'm having issue with the printing help string of set command. I am printing only half of the statement. Like I'm able to print this much only from set to LE. That's it. Like I'm solving problem.
Did you check the size?
Yeah, I checked. It is max 100.
One more thing, sorry, but it will be better that if you write your code or maintain your code in indentation, like one after the other, block one after the other. It will be better to debug.
If you want to work with me personally, where I guarantee to work with you until you secure a well paid job, book a one on one call with me. Link is in the. Okay, this one you debug and I got your thing, but I want to, if you will run, then we will have that thing. Now we will, I will share the screen and I will tell you the significance of what the written statement of the command handler or the command interpreter, how we are making use of the written value from command interpreter to understand if the command interpreter or essentially the backend, if it has more output or not. Yeah. And it can only send either true or false, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Can you go up? Can you go up and show that command function or the command interpreter signature? Not as a parameter, but you would have declared at the top, right? Go up. Still up.
Sorry, which one?
You would have declared the function point at the top only. Oh, you did not do that? You declared, right? See, status underscore T. Now you told type def int status T. So line number 17 is returning an int only. So it could be 0, 1 or -1. In the sense, you have it false, 0 and true. I'm considering.
Yeah, in my case, True is like success.
Yeah, true false are
Success
1
is
and 0.
0.
True false are 1 and 0, but negative numbers, we want to give certain meaning to it. Because you are not defining it as unsigned int, where unsigned int at the max I will have true or false, 0 or more than 0. Because you have put an int, now I have 3 states. Making sense? Yeah?
Yeah, -1 also you can have.
Yeah, because you are declaring it as int, you have that negative numbers mileage also, that for some state I can use it, or for some condition. Yeah, clear so far? Because this is the piece of information that we want to use to run the show, where the CLI infra, or essentially the user, ultimately CLI infra is only a contractor, right? Is a middleman. He will take whatever is coming from the backend and hand it over to the user who requested process command. So depending on the return value of command interpreter, now the user will come to an understanding that, oh, I am yet to get some more input or some more output, sorry. Then the process command has to be triggered again. Making sense or not making sense?
No, Vamsi, can you repeat once
Okay.
again?
Okay.
Yes.
Again, let us come back to the use case. What is the process command? What are the two use cases we spoke about?
Command registration and
Always.
command processing.
Command registration and command processing. Beyond that, we cannot do anything with the system, right? I mean, for the CLI, we need to do only this. The
Yeah.
first command registration is a straightforward thing, that I am populating the array or the database of all the commands. There is supposed to be another use case that we can go, which is unregistering the command. But we did not do that. Yeah. Now the thing that user will request for the command to be processed is the process command use case. The trigger is always coming from the user.
Yeah.
Correct? Now,
Yeah.
who is going to respond or tell to the user that there is more output or I am done with the output? Backend only has to say, because backend has that intelligence. CLA does not have that intelligence. If you actually look at this process command, right? Process command is an elaborate sugar coating over the application code only, or the backend code. Just that instead of making the backend code do the heavy thing of how many parameters, whether that command is there or not, we have essentially split the functionality and made the CLI layer stand outside the actual backend logic. Making sense now? Ideally, it should be part of the same application only. But when there is a bug tomorrow, if the code is not split and we don't have this kind of design in place, bigger code, you'll have more number of bugs. So this is only a design idea. CLI infra is only a design idea. It's a very elaborated and a grand sugar coating over the functional or the functionality of backend code. First, you need to understand that, because there is no very special magic about CLI infra. So which makes us to also understand and conclude that the final intelligent person is backend logic only. So he has to say that I have more output or I don't have any output. CLI will just take it and give it to the user. Now that it's a user responsibility to do what he or she has to do. Now, if the output is still pending, the user may decide saying that, oh, okay, then give me the pending output. It's a choice to the user, right? But the application logic is saying that there is output still pending. And I am telling you this. How? By sending some status back to the user. Now it's a user's choice, saying that, Okay, I have asked you to make ls, list all the files. In the directory, there are 5 files or 20 files. You have sent me 10. Now, somehow you also made me aware of the fact that few files are yet to be shown. If you want to work with me personally, where I guarantee to work with you until you secure a well paid job, book a one on one call with me. Link is in the description. Now, the user may think it's okay, man, 10 files are fine with me. Or he may think, no, 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 show me all the files, for which the user has to trigger the process command again, because that's the only use case we have, right? We don't have any use case where we are saying that application will hold the state, application will tell that it has, or in a loop or something, application will send first 10 files and again 10 files. That is not the headache of application. Application will only say that I have more output. You ask me again, I will give the pending output. Getting my point?
Yeah, sir. I understood, sir. Like whenever we used to read some message, like in social media somewhere, we will get read less. When we click on more, we will get the whole message. Again, we will have an option to minimize it. We will get less message like that.
See the LinkedIn message. See more, see more, see more. It's a choice of the reader. Yeah, clear?
Yeah.
Now that has to, like how that display is saying that see more, somehow the backend logic has to say that I have more, which it will convey through one of the status messages, either a 0 or a 1 or -1 if it is int. So for our simplicity, we will say that if it is false, if the return status is false from the interpreter, then it's a very clear indication. False means what? Acha, jitna bhi output dena tha, de diya. Output has come. You have, I did ls. There were 10 files. You gave me all the 10 files. Done. Now it sends non-zero. Because 0 means what? I don't have any output further. But positive thing is, oh, something is there. Then the user can again trigger process command. Possible?
I tried, sir,
Yeah.
with that. But
Vamsi, have you implemented this part in your code?
Sorry?
Have you implemented this part in your code?
Yes.
It would be nice if you could show us
Why?
just a walkthrough. No, just a walkthrough. Like I am picturing few things like how it should be.
Yeah,
I
you
just want to
you
like
picturize. It's a very simple logic. You picturize.
no, that returning part is fine. Like if it
Ah.
nothing is pending, then I understand how what I have to return. But if something is pending,
Ah.
then how will I application determine if something is pending?
What are your thoughts?
That's what I'm not able to figure out. I thought that your code might make it clear.
I got your point. I'm just trying to ask, what are your thoughts? 0, okay, no more output from my side. Positive value, there is output. Next what? Process command has to be triggered again. Now that is clear now?
No, yeah, that part is clear. But let us suppose I have like something is pending.
Uh,
Okay, not all data have been. Then I have to send different value. That sending part is also fine. But above that, how will I determine something is pending?
you put it in right buffer only, right? Again.
I think if you are sending one, it will you need to put an option like scanf for string along with one. If one is there, it will give you the option for the user to type some string or something in the scanf. And if the user given it, again it will go and pick those 5 things and return 0 if not there. as far as my thinking.
No, you are correct, but you are putting a lot of intelligence on the application, saying that somebody interprets it's one, and somebody is. So in your what you are telling, Musharraf, is that the user is literally waiting for that. You are saying that because of something, somebody is waiting, and some green flag or red flag will be raised, and then I respond to it. It is same. I'm not denying that, but somewhere the intelligence or the use case that we are saying is the process command again has to be coming from the user only. In your case, what you are saying is application is intelligent enough and saying that, okay, I have given half, you consume. Wait for some time, I will give some more. But then application, our flow is not never from the backend to the use case, right? I mean, user. It's always the user driven activity. You're getting my point? Because user triggered some activity, backend came into existence, did that, and all those things, and just returned the values. Now, in your case, what you are saying is it seems it is heavily dependent on the backend driven and user controlled. You're getting my point? Did you people catch what Musharraf is trying to say? It's going against the use case of process command, which is user driven. He's saying that it is now slowly morphing into the backend driven logic. You got my point? Priyanka, you saw the flaw here? It is possible.
Yeah.
Programmatically, we can do something and we will do it. But it is not adhering to our use case. And definitely when I say use case, the user, how he or she interacts. I cannot go against that, right? And all these print, gint, and all those things in this short span of time, because we cannot go for a pure embedded stuff, I'm doing it, or we are doing it. But in embedded systems, I don't have much option. Imagine an embedded system wherein I want to, at the end of the day, I want to understand how many liters of petrol got consumed or delivered. Okay, dispersed. I have after everything is done, I put some lever or close something. It's an indication that now no more petrol can be dispensed. And I press one button once. Then some prints have come. I press the button again. Subsequent prints come. I press the button again. Subsequent prints come. You understand? This is a pure embedded system. The printer is printing 5 entries. I press again. 5 more entries. 5 more entries means 5 more transactions. Again, I press 5 more entries. I press one more time. Then it will say all entries printed, something, right? Who is triggering the action here? The backend or the user? Who is doing that?
User is doing that. Okay.
Yes.
But user has to know that everything has not been printed.
Yeah, kahani wahi pe hai na. That's where Priyanka got stuck up. That's where Ajay got stuck up. That's the reason why I am having fun seeing you stuck.
Sir, I think
Uh,
the the function which used to print the application function which is showing these files need to be open, as the user is again giving like I want more, like that. The user is providing some input. I think the function need to be open. If
open
the
means,
function open means it is still need to be on run, whatever function it is showing,
yeah,
like.
it will be. You just have to trigger it. No, you call it, it will run. Do a function call, man, it will run. Call the
Yeah,
pointer, it will trigger, it will run.
yeah, sir. I'm talking about that. If the user if, for example, if in all the console he types some other command, that command will be trigger some other function, no, sir. So I doesn't want that thing. Here,
Wait.
here I want the confirmation to
One second, Musharraf. You made a very valid statement. Did you people catch what he told? No, right? वंशी प्लीज बताओ वंशी.
हिंदी में बोलो क्या सर?
नहीं नहीं नहीं, Priyanka's face and Ajay's face are like this. Okay Vamsi, please tell, it's okay, because what you made the statement is very valid. See, he told some statement saying that when the backend logic says to the user that there are some things pending, which command to trigger? The clue is here.
Process command.
Process function is okay, process command function, it will trigger, but which
The
command?
same command which
How do
for
you
which
store
the
the
data
same
is
command?
pending.
When the function gets called second time, how do you retain the same value?
You have to keep it static.
Put it static, no? What are you now thinking? If you people are understanding, you know what I literally before you in live what we did, you know, I gave an experience of how a proper use case role play will happen. Just that we did not do it, but literally now we played the role as to how a proper use case should be executed, and all these things would have been already sorted out. Is it ringing a bell that because we did not do our work earlier to the extent that it has to be done, all these things coming at the later implementation stage, and we are feeling this heat? Now, if I show you, you will say, Array, this is the simple logic. Okay, now I got it. And you actually told the answers. Do you want me to show the code and explain? Please, 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 please do that. Yeah?
You don't have to explain it. I will understand it. You will have to just
Yeah,
put it at list.
that's what I'm saying. I have already explained for your kind information. I have already explained. I just have to show now. If you understood what I
Yeah.
explained, by seeing it, you will know it. Question is, do you want me to show? Is the thing. Tikao.
Yes.
Yeah, now it's
Yes.
already getting 9. Yeah.
Tell.
Okay. Before that, let us take a break, Devi or Sajjano, and let us see what Musharraf has for us. Yeah, Ajay. Thanks for.
Please don't go for break ke baad again. Okay. We will see it.
Okay, sir, I'm sharing.
That's what happens in reality shows, right?
Yeah.
There-
No, this is a small change. This is a small change. I'm saying right, the moment you already told the answer, but I will show you how it is. Then you will in the you will do this change and you will sleep. I know, because this is there in the back of your mind and creating, what is this, man? What is this? You will do this change, you will see the output, and you will, maybe you may not test it. It will be a little bit difficult to test, but by changing this code, whatever I'm saying, you will get convinced that, oh, this is how it happens. Done. CLI infra closed today.
Sir, my screen is visible.
It is yet to come.
It is not visible.
Not yet. Yes, it is not yet visible. If you want to work with me personally, where I guarantee to work with you until you secure a well paid job, book a one on one call with me. Link is in the description.
I'm trying, sir. Just give me a minute.
Yeah, please.
It is visible, sir.
Yes, please.
Here, I go. Hello.
Yeah, please go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, there the network is there. Okay. So here, I will go into my code later. I just want to show you the output what I did. Here we are created an array of structure by using some dynamic memory. So here first we will look for help for default functions or default command which we Ajay as a developer, we have already inbuilt in that. So here we already have a two inbuilt commands like help and blink, which is at index 0 and index 1. After that, here we want to register. In register, we can register only three commands like set, get, and concat. As far as while doing, I did with that. So I will go with registration now. Here it is asking for us the name of the command along with the number of parameter which are associated with it. So I will go with set.
Okay.
And it need two parameters. Two. The new index is 2. Our command is get restated. So you can also know the status that command set is registered in the array of structure or not by simply typing help. Here, help you before help you have only help and blink. So if I type help again, you will get this help blink set. Now if I go again for registration like get, which consists of one parameter only, it will show the new index 3. Help, okay. And one more is there. We total need 5. So you got yeah, that's what you mean. Yes, sir. You got help, blink, set, get, concat.
Okay.
So in no in set, okay. Now we got all the command registered in the array of structure. So
Okay.
let's start processing the set command.
Mm-hmm.
In set the parameter, you will not get the print. Set temp, like let's put 26.
Okay.
And let's go for again for processing where we will get that temp. So you got the temp as 26. Similarly, we can also go for processing for set press. Like, let's take 30. Now again go for processing and view it by using get what is that pressure. So press short
Okay.
form I'm using it.
Yeah,
So
understood.
press 20. And about the multiple outputs, I tried it. I will show that thing in the what you say. I show you the code later, but just give me only I think 40 seconds. Here already we have blink, so I am going for blink for 5 LEDs.
Okay.
It is still in test. LED 1 on. Again, we are going for processing. Blink LED 2 off. Again, go for processing. Blink LED. What is that? LED 1, 2. Okay, 3 on. Again, go for processing. Blink LED 4 only. Yeah, right. Off. Again go for processing. Blink. This is the last one. Blink. Sorry. Blink LED 5 on. So we have set we have given some status for all the LEDs, 5 LEDs, and we will see all the LEDs by using get LEDs. On, off, on, off, on.
Okay. Yeah, this is cool. Can we go to the code now?
Yeah, yes, sir. Yes. We also have a feature called help for single thing, like set. Okay. I think something is gone wrong. Help. Yeah, I need to look for individual command. Before it was coming, I don't know why it is not coming. So now I will jump to the code.
Yeah, please.
So here I declaring a global pointer.
Let us start from, it's okay. You are already in the main. Your program is already starting from main. Okay.
Here, due to some what do you say, some memory issues, always I am getting some swiper files. So due to that, I can't able to put in the header. But later point of thing, I will put all this structure and data type in header
No,
file. And
you would have already had certain file command head dot h open somewhere. That's why you would have had that dot swp swap file. So if you delete that, I think you are good to go. Yeah. Okay, no
yeah,
issue.
yeah. So here I am putting one what you say, like global pointer for our array of structure. And here we are here is the declaration for them. And after that I am creating here by using mlog dynamically. And if the memory is not created, we will it will show fail to create an array of structure. And if created, it will say the memory is created for array. After that, here it is our two default functions like help and blink, which we are created by our own, like array of index 0, array of 1, so that user should get something when he will type help
Got
as
it.
per our requirement. And later point of it, we are coming here and taking an what you say uh, string. And I put this because to avoid spaces also. I
Yeah,
need
yeah.
spaces as well. So here I'm if any space is there, it will put that space string after the string which is there after space. It will put in the temp. After that, if that match with the any of the register command, uh, it will yeah, here it will come here. I elaborated from here this line number 52 to line number 62, because in a case, because it need to look visible while explaining while writing the code, so one should understand. If the user type only help, it will go and show in that format help. And if individual commands will be there, it will come here with the help of that index, ix index, and it will print that way that structure member help. After that, if those conditions are false, like the user has given only one or two, like here we already have like give help or give one or two for one for registering and one two for your processing. So it will come this case last one. And look, we don't have zero, so I put this thing. I still need to modify it. So it will check for one and two. One ASCII value is 49 and two has 50 something. So I converting back into some int value and putting in some temporary variable and putting that thing into this. If RV is less than 5, it will go for registering. It will go for register function. Otherwise, it simply put this printf like command reach its limit, so you can't register more. And if the user has given 2, then it will come here and process. But before processing, you need to register. Now I come back to my application. I put register, process, and command interpreted all the three functions in one, so it is getting little bit bigger. So I put the same thing here. For LED, I have put a separate structure in which you have 5 LEDs, which are array like strings like character arrays. And this is where you will get the parameters like temp, press, and one header, which used to point this one, which consists of a pointer which points to this variable, LED variable. And the same declaration I am putting here due to some technical glitch. I am still need to solve that things. And here it is the array for our parameters, like ARR of 0 consists of 1, ARR of 1 consists of 2 parameters.
I would like to see that initialization of that array that you have done. But anyways, we will see it later.
Which array, sir?
So,
Structure of array.
yeah, that after you have put LEDs also inside another structure, right?
Yes, sir.
Can you go up?
So
struct param v is equal to dot lh.
LH is a pointer to that structure variable, sir.
That's
And
what, yeah.
with the help of that pointer, we will able to see all those five LEDs are five strings. In the register, when you are coming, it will first check here whether the string, sorry, whether the command which you are entering, it is already registered or not. For example, if the user, we already given the user help and blink. If the user again by
No,
mistake
these
enter
things are
help and
fine.
blink,
Let us now only process command is what I want to see. Set is there, then number of parameters is not correct. Printf, if it is there, then you are anyway that ZP is the biggest array that you are creating malloc and you are just printing it. So string compare get, same thing you repeated for get also, and concat also you would have you would have done the same thing. Come down.
yeah, sir. It is for register. It is for registration, sir. So I can have only three functions: set, get, and concat. If the command is concat, set, or get, it will register here. And at the last, we have a global variable RV, which is a character unsigned static character variable. It will go up to 5.
Correct. Can you go?
One,
Can you
two,
come
three,
down?
every for with every registration.
Yeah, process command. Let us go to process command because anyway registration is same, right? You repeat the same thing for everything except from
Yes.
minus changes. Process command ix is not ix max string.
In the first for loop, you are taking the command. What are the command like set get? And the second one, uh, you are checking whether the command is what you say, the command is there or not. If the command is there, yeah, if the command is there, then you are going for get parameters. In get parameters, as the number of spaces will be there, it will return that thing. If the number of spaces is 2, it will return 2. And if those things are there, it will go and check with para. And if those parameters and the command and parameters both are same, then it will go and invoke this command interpreter function along with the index, because already you got the index whatever command you have given, like error of 0, error of 1, error of 2, whatever maybe, you got the index. Along with that, you check the command here. Command is okay, the parameters is okay, now go for that. Otherwise it will say okay, the command is okay but parameters is not okay. And if
Yeah,
the
check
command
is same. Now let us come to command interpreter. I am curious to see command interpreter. Wait. Okay, command. See, your logic is perfect. Okay, you have actually addressed a lot of requirements. The thing is that your application is very tightly interviewed with this. Like you're not function pointer. You are using it, but you are not leveraging the thing of registering it. You are using it to call it from the application, but there isn't anything like registering and all those kind of things separated. So I would say the moment you make an effort now to split this registration command outside of your application, I think these many variables you don't have to use. Your
yes, sir.
logic is perfectly all right, similar to what we all have done. And actually your interactivity that you have built in is actually much more better than what I actually thought. Your interactivity that with multiple LEDs and all those things, right? They are really good. So as a C code and other things, the complexity that you handle is good. But to bring in the design, I would say make an attempt to split the function handler registration or whatever the registration, right? Try to pull it outside the complete control of the backend logic.
Okay, sir.
Let the backend logic have only the command interpreter. Then try to see how with the same thing that you are saying, you are telling, right? You will see so many variables will automatically vanish.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, just do that.
Yes,
Great.
sir.
You have handled much more cases. And another thing that I would like to say is you have done it as a C code and in a very brute approach. I would say try to look from a user or a use case wherein it can't be, how should I say, that the application can only give back in terms of small indications. There is no key presses, there are no command input coming to it like argv, argc. So if this mindset of I am there on a shell, if you remove and replace it with some physical activity like pressing a button and all those things, few more variables will go away. See, the reason your thought process is running in one line, but you are feeling that to do this I need this, to do this I need this, to do this I need this. So one by one variables started coming in. But if you split it and use the create a use case diagram again and say that, oh, you do this, you do this, you do this, then you will see that the number of variables that you can attach to certain entity for it to do what, how many are there, you will just use those many only. You don't overdo it. Now
Okay, sir.
everything is at the same place, right? You are
Yes.
you are compelled to use other variables because you know that I have to store somewhere this information. See, everything is coming for you because you are finding it a necessity to store some information. I am saying this much information storage is not needed if you split and say that for your responsibility, this much memory is sufficient. You're getting my point?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yeah. So
Sir,
let us go to the actual
sir,
logic now. Yeah,
yes, sir.
in my code, let me show how the return values are actually used.
Yes, sir. 1 minute, sir. What I am doing with the LED is like, yeah, where is gone here? Like set of concave. In get, I still need to minimize, but I am putting is 5. This more than 2 variable is there. No, sir, I'm putting is 5. So whenever it is entering, it will come here first when the value is 5, or sorry, more than 0 or less than more than 0 or equal to 0, it will come here in this case when you are putting LEDs, and it will reduce it 1 and return 2. It is doing till it becomes 0 here.
Yeah,
And when it is
that's why
becoming,
we saw it, right? That's why we saw it on off you put, and it showed all the things.
if once it's written 1, then the thing is over. Again, it will not going to invoke. When it is invoking 2, I use a go to statement, like where it's gone here. Yeah. So if here, yeah, sir, here, this one. Whenever the command interpreter is returning 2, it will come here. It will go to invoke, and it will going to invoke the command interpreter function. Again, you will get 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 till it becomes 0. When it is becoming 0, it will return 1. When it is returning 1, so yeah, at the time the thing is done.
Okay. See, this logic, I would say, in the last part, right? In the last day, we want to talk about documentation, and you can actually document all these things, especially the LEDs part. Yeah.
Yeah, sir. One more dot I have, sir. I am using like switch for one for registration, one for process. It is okay.
Yeah, it is okay now because you are doing it. So I should say you are using switch because you are looking at it from the as CLI, an integral part of application. I'm saying detach it and see, then you will not find, you don't need switch is what I'm saying. Yeah.
Means not using switch.
Yeah, it will come. That's what I'm saying. Just to have a look at Priyanka's code or Ajay's code and see what I'm trying to say. Just or individually you make an attempt to pull the registration and process outside of backend logic.
Okay, sir. Storing in separate file.
Yeah, separate
Like,
file and try to see only the registration happening from the application is bringing the function pointer. Yeah. So let us quickly go to my code. Let me open it. Just let paste type. Okay, register command, process command. Yeah. Okay, it is there. So let me share and then we can go. Yeah, let us quickly conclude because it's already becoming late. Is my screen visible?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yeah, people are behind camera, so I don't know what is happening.
Sorry, sir, my network issue, sir. I can't use feature set it.
Okay. Now here is the thing. Command, process command. Okay, you've defined array based. See, static int, command index. First point. It is directly coming from the question that I asked earlier, that when the command interpreter returns true and the application has to trigger the process command again. For that, let me start with the command interpreter. What happens? This is help command interpreter, right? So when help command is done with everything, return false if no more strings are to be returned. Done and dusted, right? Let us say it returns true to the application, sorry, to the user. Now, our use case is very clear that the user has to again call the process command. Yes or no? Now, when the user again calls the process command, my command index would have already got a value which is, because of command index plus plus, this particular command index with which I compared the command. Not, are you
Yeah.
getting or not getting?
Yeah, got it.
Now you see, just by making the command index as static, in the second invocation, because the handler would have already sent positive result to me, saying that, oh, I see that. So what is missing here is, here I should have caught status. And if I say if status, which means still something is there, I'm just using some random variable, I again call the process command. If you want to work with me personally, where I guarantee to work with you until you secure a well-paid job, book a one-on-one call with me. Link is in the description. What are the parameters of it and all those things are secondary thing, but I again call it. Now in the second invocation, my command index would have already been set for the command the previous processing actually worked. Actually worked in the sense, the previous processing, whatever happened, partial thing, would have already set the command index, so that my second invocation will go for the next operation. And in the next operation, my command interpreter logic may be set. My command interpreter logic should have been also uploaded or upgraded with a sense that I have already done sending 10. I have to go for next 10. This is the handshake that happens between the both. The moment I get something, user has to send again the process command, not worrying about which command will be triggered because of the static nature of this command index, right? The command index would have been already pointing to the command which is supposed to be invoked. It will directly now come and trigger this command interpreter, and the command interpreter should have intelligence to send the next 10 parameters or do anything, whatever. the remaining pending action. Clear? Making sense now? To really put it in action requires a little bit of more code, but on a higher level, this is the logic. Or at a higher level, this is the logic. Clear?
Yes, sir. On same index only, it is repeating 2 times.
I don't know how many times. I am not telling that.
Yeah, whatever may be.
Till the
Yeah,
output.
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Till
But on same index,
on the same
the
index,
status becomes 0.
yeah, I'm not status becoming 0. You told it correctly, but till I get this. Yeah. Till the command interpreter returns false. Making sense? This is a
Yes, sir.
conditional return. Actually, here it is not so, but this return should be a conditional return. Now you will see its replication in the code also. Where is that? Yeah. Can you see this? If processed is false, then no further strings will be returned after this one. The current command can be reset to null, ready to search for the next entered command. Making sense now? Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the way, that's the only place where I am making it null or 0, whatever. Else I will not make it. This is an error condition, which is obvious. Now you see is processed is coming from command interpreter only. So if the command interpreter is not returning false, this will not set. The current command would be the current command index only. User will again call the process command. Command interpreter will come, do the pending task. That time it may return is processed is false. Then I will reset the command to null or 0 so that when I enter first time, again afresh, then it will start from 0. Got it?
Yeah.
Bit tricky, right? But yeah, it will work. The end. We can go for titles. Any question? Any questions?
So yesterday I asked.
Friday.
Friday, if somebody implement this, then we will do it. Friday, otherwise we will have a bit of discussion about documentation, and I will tell you a little bit about test-driven development. If you are aware of, you can add certain inputs, importance of documentation. Today we also had a little bit of, I deliberately involved you to tell what he's doing, which is like a typical code review, right? We were talking about Ajay's code also, you were giving inputs. So these are other parts beyond writing code, which are very essential, but and especially in Musharraf's code, a lot of comments have to come. Ajay, you also had to have a lot of add comments to make the code readable. Give meaningful names.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So that's it for today. If you
And
don't
what about Monday?
Monday,
Monday, do we have class or Friday is the last?
चाहिए क्या Monday? See, Tuesday, Friday, we will have the final thing. Tomorrow we will have, tomorrow, yeah, tomorrow I will do it. 16th, Monday, I would be actually I would like to have a session. Maybe we will not record, we will unofficially meet, some feedback, these, that, and all those things. Yeah. if you don't have anything specific.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, later I will also connect individually with you people. Okay. See you all tomorrow.
Yeah.
Bye.
Yeah,
Thank
bye.
you, sir.
Thank you, Ramesh.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you, sir. Bye.
Bye.